In a world full of mundane podcasts, one show rises from the ashes. Critics are calling it outrageous. Podcasts, as we know it, will never be the same again.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Welcome to the show.
Tonight, prepare for an epic journey where every step could be your last. The destination, a place where no maps can show. The mission, to rise above the rest. The danger, unimaginable. The reward, a shit ton of weed and laughs. It's going to blow your mind. This is Two Big Bloods. So sit back, turn up the volume, grab your weed, get ready to light those bloods.
Hey fuckers.
Oh shit, Donna's here. Where the fuck you been, Donna? God damn. It's like a ghost just walked up in the room, bro.
Where's she been, dude?
I don't know.
It's here. It's here picking out.
It's weird, yo.
I got like a new Donatello following me. I don't know what's going on. No picture.
I also had this weird guy named Bob hit me up telling me like Donna was gonna be here tonight. I'm like, who the fuck is Bob? And what did you do with our Donna?
Bob, I will kick your fucking ass. I will scissor kick
your ass, Bob. I mean, Bob. Whatever your name is.
Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah,
John Bob. Billy Joe Bob. Fuck Bob. Fuck you, Bob. Anyways.
Sorry.
What's up, Adam? What's up, Donna? What's up, everybody tuned in? You are here live with the highest podcast around. It is 2B Blunt, brought to you by PodCon X, America's largest cannabis-only podcast network. And, of course, the Hayes Radio Network. Tonight we are powered by St. Trees.
You already know.
We got some IQ Farms. We got some Rexy Meds in the house.
Yes, sir.
We are powered up heavy tonight.
We're smoking some Diamond Dusted.
We got some Diamond what?
Diamond Dusted. It's an infused pre-roll with Diamond.
You showed up today with an infused pre-roll, bro?
Yeah, dude. It's from my partners out west, Family Farm, Prima First Farms, 965 Solutions.
All right, we'll see y'all next week.
It's infused. You know how
it's infused.
It's good. It's really good. They're good joints. They're overall good joints.
Diamond Dusted.
They're through the legal market. You know, we sell them in dispensaries out there.
I hope you're not going around telling people you're getting dusted, though.
I mean, no, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I am. Hell yeah, I am. The fuck? Well, the way they came about it is that they were like, all right, we're going to do a line. It's going to be called Diamond Dusted. So they're selling apes where they just literally took the nugs of weed, they dipped them in THCA powder, which is, the crystal that they broke down for the powder. And it looked like, you ever see like the South Park episode of Trinity Farms where the cocaine is? That's what it looked like. So they were selling apes of that, and then they had pre-rolls of that. And they was Diamond Dusted. That's their whole line, and that's like our partners out west. That's who we mess with.
Well, let's get ready. It's the highest podcast around. It's 2B Blunt.
Yes, sir.
Fuck, bro. What? So let me see this thing you got for us, bro. What do you got? Let's see this thing. We hyped it up on the intro. Show me what you got.
Let me open it up. Let me
see this thing.
It's just, it looks like a regular pre-roll. It's not like those that weird Fidel. Remember the one, the donut thing that we smoked that we couldn't finish? I was like, no, we're never going to finish. But that's it. It's 1 gram of flour and 0.2 of THCA powder.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this strain is Oreos.
1 gram of flour and 0.5 THCA powder.
0.2 THCA.
0.2.
Yeah,
Bro,
so it's 1.2.
When I was in Vegas last year for BizCon, I met this company called Nug. They're out of Jersey. They're a dispensary. And they gave me like a handful of products to try. And one of them was a THCA infused joint. The guy warned me. He's like, bro, this thing's going to get you going.
You remember the Say Trees pre-rolls I had?
Yes.
With the THCA powder?
Yes.
It's similar, same thing.
Yes.
Just,
that's what makes me nervous.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good. I smoked, you know what, dude? I had a bunch. I was in Philly. And I had a bunch on me, and I was like, fuck, I don't have any cones, and I didn't want to roll a joint or anything.
Right.
So I was like, fuck, all right, I'm going to take a shit, just smoke one. And I ended up, like, sitting on the toilet so long that my feet fell asleep, when you're just sitting.
Oh, dude.
And I was just sitting there smoking, just
it's like
scrolling.
a daily fucking occurrence for me.
I'm just like, oh, shit, I'm really big. So
I've been playing Monopoly Go for a half hour on my phone while taking a shit.
Monopoly Go?
What?
I didn't even know that.
Oh, bro, you're not down with Monopoly Go?
No, I should because I'm on planes a lot, so I could be fucking your ass up on those.
Dude, Monopoly Go is like one of the greatest current games right now. It's
like a Pokemon Go, but you're playing.
No, it's Monopoly. It's like Monopoly but digitized.
That's pretty cool.
Dude.
It's pretty badass. So
it's sick though. It's a sick game. Yeah.
You're
you can
like,
rob people.
You're like, bitch, that's mine now.
You can literally do a bank heist
my
and rob
house.
their shit, bro.
I run this shit.
You just got to match 3 cards together. You can steal their whole shit, bro.
I run this shit, bitch.
At one time I was running it. I had like $500 million, bro.
$500 million.
And like 3,000 rolls on Monopoly Go, bro.
You're
I was
hilarious.
killing it, yo. I was kicking ass left and right, goddammit.
It's funny. It's like, like women, they're like, oh, my man is like, he's a good man. And then the other girls are like, no, he's out there scrolling. Like, the girls' pictures. Nah, dude, we're out there playing Monopoly.
You're playing Monopoly.
That's what's going on our phone.
Let's smoke some fucking weed, yo.
Smoking on the strongest loud pack. It's To Be Blunt with Peezy.
The strongest of loud packs. Coming up in a little while, comedian Brian Jeffery, main event, joining us live tonight.
You think he's smoking a Jeffrey?
Smoking a Jeffrey.
You ever? What was that? Get Him to the Greek, where they put like every drug in the water joint. It's called the Jeffrey.
Well, I don't know nothing about the Jeffrey.
Like P Diddy's running around with them, and they're like smoking these Jeffreys, and he's like, "Rub this furry wall. This is what like pussy's like in the '70s."
P Diddy don't know what pussy was like in the '70s, yo.
We don't know because apparently he,
he's grooming.
Yeah,
apparently.
Fuck P Diddy.
Apparently, he's grooming. Mm-hmm. Well, everybody, make sure you grab your weed and concentrate your edibles, whatever you do to get to that next level. And smoke it if you got it. What's the strain of this?
Oreos. I forgot the
Oreos.
I forgot the THCA powder they put in it. He told me it's not listed out here. Might be Oreos THCA powder also, but Oreo strain. Ooh. Tasty.
Ooh. All right.
Very smooth, right?
That's actually surprisingly smooth.
So what they do is they break it down to THCA to THCA powder, and then they break up like a pound of weed. They'll put 0.2, they'll take a jar, and they'll do 0.2 per gram.
Okay.
And they'll just like dump it all in a bucket, and then they'll freaking shake it all around, and then they'll start packing the joints.
Damn.
So it's like in there instead of outside, it's not as messy,
Damn, yo, that sounds fire though.
Very smooth.
Yeah, dude. Bob
very
is my
smooth.
buddy, Donna's head.
Fuck Bob Donna.
Yeah, I don't know who Donna
over here
Bob
fucking
guy
sliding
is,
in my
Donna.
boy's DM talking shit.
Yeah. I don't know who this Bob guy is, Donna. Your friend.
I'm gonna whoop his fucking ass.
Your friend, Donna.
I'm gonna come down to Tennessee and
Your
freaking
friend, Bob.
scissor kick him in the face.
I have a feeling Bob's more than just a friend.
Donna's hitting it.
Donna's probably got a side piece, Bob, yo.
Side piece Bob.
Side piece Bob.
Side
yo.
piece Bob. SPP.
Hashtag that shit, yo.
Hashtag side piece Bob.
Like Sideshow Bob from Simpsons, but he's side piece Bob.
Side piece Bob. I fucks with it. Go ahead, Donna. Get yours. Get your little side piece.
She's gonna hate us after this.
Maybe he'll smoke out of. Maybe he smokes out of the cock with Donna.
You think that him and Donna get together and smoke cock?
They smoke cock together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I bet you, and that's what happens
That's what's going down to Tennessee.
with the Paul Malls
Home Malls, Natty Ice,
and cock.
and the cock.
He says, "Hi, side piece Bob."
Oh, he's there. He's with you.
See,
Yeah.
I told you.
You know, Bob, you better be cooking her dinner. You better be treating Donna right.
That's
We ain't
right,
fucking
Bob.
around.
You better be treating her like a queen. Goddammit.
Yep. Queens only.
Donna's a gem.
Yep.
How dare you?
Dorothy Mantooth is a fucking saint.
That's right.
You hear me? A saint.
I love it. I fucking love it, yo.
I'm already sweating.
You already sweating?
But at least it's not as hot as it once was.
Well, you know what? The fan, I was actually going to turn it down because it's way too high. But here we are. Now we're sweating. It's like it's not happening.
Yeah, it's too late. We're in it. We're in the trap.
Donna knows what's good, yo.
Donna's out there.
She ain't playing around.
Oh no.
Or maybe she is. Maybe she is playing around.
Maybe she's played around. Donna, don't play with me.
Don't play that, Donna. Don't you play that. Don't you play that. Don't you play around.
Smooth, dude.
Real smooth, yo.
Really smooth. Not really a white guy, but this right here, probably gonna be a little heartburny later. But I got Tums on deck, you know.
Oh my god, yo.
Woo! There it is.
Yep.
Peezy fucking tap out. That's what I'll call it.
Fat Ocelot's here, yo.
Yo, what's up, Ocelot?
Just in time for the we gotta talk some headlines, bro.
That's right.
We gotta talk some
Yeah.
headlines, bro, because right now this is like, to me, this is crazy.
Okay.
So we got a few things that have been coming up in the news.
Yep.
That people have been talking about. First one has been, bro, are you familiar with the Island Boys?
Yeah, I heard.
You know the Island Boys, yo?
I heard they're out there doing incest type shit. I know.
Bro,
Like,
yes, yo.
like go ahead,
Yes.
do your thing. But like incest, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't just, I don't know.
It's more than just the fact that it's incest. It's that they're twins, bro.
Yeah, that's
They're
incest.
twins,
Still,
yo.
that's still the same.
Let me
as
play this
incest.
clip. Let me play this clip real
Even
quick.
I'm looking at one of my friends who's sitting right here, and I'm trying to picture myself making out with him, and it just really sounds unappealing. How did you get over that?
Look at
Were
this
you
shit.
disgusted by the idea at first, or how, like I don't even know where to go with this.
It's
Like,
your
how
brother.
did you feel about it?
I mean, we're twin brothers. We came out the womb together. We grew up together. It's not really disgusting if it.
What?
What the fuck
What?
is he talking about?
What? Dude, what?
What do you mean?
That is the most.
That makes it worse. That makes it like it's not disgusting, dude. Like if you aren't brothers, it makes it that's like a normal thing.
Then it's like, okay,
Yeah,
cool. Good
there's-
for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
But you're-
happy.
not
for you.
only are you brothers,
You're making out.
they're twin brothers, bro.
You're like we came out the
Twin
womb together.
brothers, yo. I gotta
Yeah.
tell you, this is some shit, bro.
You're like, so I just licked his wiener because it's my brother. Like,
Did you
that's
fucking
weird.
see the original video?
No,
It was
because why would I?
fucking weird,
I didn't.
yo.
You know what, dude? They kept like people kept like talking about it, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna give them their clout. Like, I'm not gonna be somebody that like looks for it or anything like that because I was just
Don't
like,
even have to look for it. It just shows up in like every timeline and feed I
well,
had.
I would
yo.
just scroll past shit like it. You know what I'm saying, dude? I
Bro.
just scroll past it, dude, because I was just like, yo, like that's like really wrong, dude.
I
Like,
know, but you
that's your brother.
but
That's
you
your
scroll
twin
through
brother.
and you're like, there's no way, bro. This is probably just one of those clickbait, clickbait things.
No, I
yo.
knew it wasn't fake because I knew people went on it real quick and were like, you know, people are like, they're like, they didn't post the video, thank God. But then it's like other people did, and I'm like, yo, like, why are you guys reposting it? Just
I
give
was
them a
like,
cut.
yes, play it.
I mean, that's
you-
not you.
I'm gonna
I'm
pass,
not
yo.
gonna watch it.
I'm gonna pass. Not if you
Oh.
just go on like TikTok or Instagram, just type in Island Boys kissing, you'll get enough weirdness for your day.
I guess it was to like promote like their new OnlyFans or some shit like that.
No
So
way,
it's
they're
like-
not doing an OnlyFans.
That's what
bro.
that's what one of the people. I think it was
What?
I think it was one of those barstool dudes that went on and he was just doing a rant. He's like, so they started a new OnlyFans and to promote it, they decided to make out on like, you know, Instagram or TikTok or something like that.
But I feel like it happened like more than once, yo.
Oh, so this is like they just are
I
going
don't
around.
know.
They're getting paid to make out.
I
Like it's
don't-
weird.
Is it a
man.
publicity stunt?
Yes, of course. It
Or they
is.
got like, I don't know,
You
man.
think
It's
they're really
weird.
got feelings for each other?
Well, they seem to be very open about not giving a shit because they're twins.
those
Bro, I
dudes
don't give
are
a fuck
fucking
if you
weird.
twins, bro. Y'all shouldn't be making out. That's
If your
wrong,
brother,
yo.
if you guys are brothers and you or if you're related,
Can you imagine
you
their
do not-
parents?
you do not make out.
What if that
with
was
your
your like?
sibling.
What if that was your kid?
I don't know, dude.
Dude,
I don't know.
That's what the first.
That's
thing I
why we
thought
need
of,
to
bro.
interview. Yeah, you're like my kids are fucking. This is weird. Like, This is weird. You're like, how do you go about it?
I guess one of them came out already, and that's fine. But like, it's still your brother.
Yeah,
Still your brother.
Still your brother. I don't care that you're gay, bro. I don't care that you're making out with another dude. You could have made out with another homie.
I can just call it. Let me know. I got 860-384-7110. That's 860-384-7110. Call in if you want to talk about this. I don't even know this topic, yo. This is a weird thing people do to make money, bro.
I know.
Think about this, yo. Like those dudes already, like they had money, right? Like there's not. It's not
but they
like,
probably spend all their bread, bro. Like those dudes aren't. They're not being smart businessmen with the whatever money. Like
they gold teeth?
Like $1 million isn't a lot. Like it's a lot of money, but it's like to a kid like that, dude, it's not gonna last them long. If they had $1 million, if they had.
Well, they always were just hanging out in a swimming pool.
They don't have like 125. Like they don't have like 200 mil. Like they didn't get that much bread. Like.
I feel like they did, yo.
Not 200, dude. I'd be surprised if they cracked 10 at some point.
I guess.
That's like they didn't really have that long of a like streak. Like people like Drake and shit were making 125 mil at 25. That's what he said. He said 25 cent on 125 mil. That's a lot.
All their money is provided by a label or some rich guy.
Yeah, somebody is like, well, like even what label are they? Even artists?
Like, I don't know. Like maybe like an agency. I don't know. It's weird, yo. As I work, none of the money is theirs. Ooh, interesting thought, yo. Now I just saw it. Oof.
They probably got like somebody probably gave them a bunch of money, and they're like, "You got to get us that bread back." Now they're pimping them out.
Right? Exactly, yo.
Because you don't know who gave them that bread, so they're like, "Yo, you need you." That's the sign. That's the sign. Pay it back, or you're just gonna, get clapped. Get clapped.
There you go, bro.
Get clapped. You fucking
Another. There we go. I heard Adam Walson. I heard they got broke. Oh, well, there you go. And another piece of news that's kind of outrageous. Did you hear fucking Lizzo's getting sued, bro?
What? Why would you sue Lizzo? She's a sweetheart.
That's what everybody seems to think, but apparently her backup dancers are suing Lizzo.
Well, she should treat her employees right.
And let me tell you why. You won't believe it. Could you guess? Can you take a guess?
What, she didn't pay him or something?
You would think it'd be something like that.
Something that's simple. Something that you sue somebody over.
Dude, no. She got sued for not only, now get this, fat shaming her dancers. Fat shaming her dancers.
I mean, but she expresses like being a big person in the industry.
Exactly.
Like you're like
exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Fat shaming the dancers, and then they're talking about sexual harassment, bro.
Oh, she's out there grabbing balls.
The story is
she's grabbing nuts and butts.
No, get this, bro. You're gonna believe this. Get this, yo. So apparently, she had like they were like Vegas, and she took like the crew to like a club, right? And they had like I don't know what it was, if it was dildos or bananas or something, but apparently these strippers were shooting them out of their privates.
That's awesome. I would pay to see that.
And she was like forcing them to catch them.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't you? You should have been first in line. What the fuck? You got launching bananas, dude? You fucking open your mouth and you fucking go hands behind your back, dog.
That's what you would do?
That's your only option when you walk into a situation like that. You're like, fuck it, I'm in it now. What else am I supposed to do right now?
So what you're saying is you
can't walk out because you're already there.
So you're saying there's no ground here for that one, for that.
You got to do it. You're Lizzo's dancer.
This thing went out, by the way.
I need a break.
Dude, I just think the irony of this is
crazy. Obviously you don't make your employees do something that's going to make them uncomfortable. So like, all right, I'm going to like be like the guy that's like, hey, like, maybe you shouldn't have done that, Lizzo. But like at the same time, they probably knew what type of partier she was because they probably hung out with her before. They probably know how crazy she gets.
This dude's saying that Lizzo's backup dancer literally shit her pants from dancing so long.
That's hilarious.
What? Wait, what? There's no way, yo. There is no fucking way, yo, that they
didn't take any breaks.
No way.
Wait, was it on stage or was it like during like your rehearsal time?
That's what I'm trying to say. And they say, no, it was worse than that. She told them it was a dance class event where they were learned from professional dancers.
I mean, they are professional dancers.
And then they end up at the strip club getting bananas and shit shot out of their
I wonder how they do that. How do you launch that?
I don't know.
I'm more interested in that.
I'm just saying. This is crazy. Lizzo's out here portraying, and of course these are accusations. So that we're
The
not.
fat shaming think you're wrong for that, Lizzo. Like, come on.
And we're not saying that that's definitely what happened. Again,
Yeah.
accusations.
These are alleged.
But if true, that is the biggest like 180 I've ever seen in a story. Like,
And it's
she
not that
was
we're calling her fat. We're just saying she talks about being a bigger woman and like owning it.
expressing
you know?
it, right?
Expressing
Owning it. That's the
being-
word I'm saying. That's
being
right.
a G,
Right.
you know? So like you don't go and like when you're like somebody in her
Like, bitch, you need to eat a salad.
yeah, what the fuck? Like, I mean, we all do.
You and you.
You know,
You
I
eat salads for
I ate
lunch.
salad the other day because I was like, I haven't had enough vegetables in the past week.
Yeah.
So
I had a salad today for lunch.
I had a Caesar. It was delightful.
Ooh.
Movie chocolate.
Ooh, yo.
I love Caesar salad.
I had like a chopped steak salad, yo.
Ooh.
Yeah, yo, the wife hooked it up this morning.
Yo,
bro.
she be cooking for you,
Yo.
yo. She be killing it.
Yo,
Does she make the gravy?
They made her dance 12 hours straight. What, yo?
What are you doing? What do you mean?
Who
were you
dances for 12 hours straight? There's
And they're
no
like-
fucking way.
They're
That's-
like, dude, you got to stop and drink water.
you know Lizzo's not dancing for 12 hours straight. I know I'm not dancing for 12 hours straight.
Hell no.
That
I
could
mean,
be that's what I mean. Some
It
of
was
these
probably you were
accusations,
probably
yo.
dancing for 12 hours, yeah, but like you were getting breaks. You gotta take a walk. Like they had to, right? It's a regular. I mean, I don't know. Hollywood is fuck.
I don't know where this where
Hollywood's
Fat
fucked.
Asslot's getting the story, but this is he's got like exclusives, yo.
Yeah, he is the fucking. No, he's probably on Google right now, but
Probably on
but it sounds like he's our insider right now.
I know we're getting
We're,
like the exclusive
live on the
best-
scene with Fat Asslot. It's like Adam Schefter from like NFL Network. He always has the inside scoop. I love you, Fat Asslot.
And an exclusive story that Chef Goof brought to my attention.
Yes,
today.
legacy or die.
Legacy or die. It turns out Diddy had a 185 million cannabis deal in place, and the whole deal just imploded like the submarine.
Yes,
on him.
nice,
On him.
good.
Did you hear about this? I mean, I've
Yeah.
heard about this.
Yeah, I
You know?
heard
You want to take this one?
I mean, I didn't read the whole article because I was busy, but once I saw it, I was kind of happy because you know in the cannabis game, a lot of these celebrities come in with their big money and they like take out the small guy, and you know like. I get it. There's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
course.
Like, I understand it. And there's always going to be somebody like that. But there's a way to work with these people still. And it not like, you know, you're just going to put shitty weed. You're not putting somebody that's into culture in charge of buying or selling or growing it or
Right.
anything. You're going to put what we call booth, but you know,
Yeah, the booth.
the booth.
Yeah.
So like somebody like Diddy, dude, like, fuck not. We don't want him in the cannabis industry. Like, you know what I mean? Like he has nothing to do with it. He's not a smoker. You know, he might be, but he's not.
We
He's
don't
not
know.
Snoop Dogg or Be Real. Like,
you never
let them
see
in.
Diddy out there with a blood in his mouth, bro.
No, like I seen him on
Like-
one video, like smoking a joint, but like he's
Which
not like
one, yo?
I've
never seen this in my life.
He was smoking a raw cone, dude, and it like I freaking. But like you let like the stoner guys, like the Snoop Dogs, the Be Reals,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Wiz Khalifa's,
Yeah.
like those guys. If you're gonna be like kind of a celebrity, like well, those are the biggest celebrities probably that are involved in weed and cannabis. You know,
True.
and that's like they're part of the culture. They're part of fucking, you know, what it is. You know, they still fucking support those guys that are out there fucking grinding because this shit's tough. And it being a brand is even harder. And this dude's just gonna throw money at the problem. Somebody like him will take 10 years of losses to have like the 11th year they hit it hard because like people like us who could be like a smaller company or something bow out because
Yeah.
we can't keep up.
Well-
And then so they'll make it where they just saturate the market and make it where prices just drop and they're just putting out shitty weed, but they think they're gonna sell because they're
They're
P. Diddy.
saying it would have made him like the richest, like one of the richest dudes in the game with this deal. So basically, what was happening was that he was sitting there waiting on a merger between Cresco Labs and Columbia Care, apparently
Yeah.
two companies, and they were supposed to go through a merger, and apparently the merger bombed out, yo.
Thank God.
So the whole deal just imploded on him, yo.
We don't want
If it
him.
had gone through, he would have owned dispensaries in New York, in Massachusetts. I think it was Illinois was one or some shit. I don't remember, yo. He was like, there's 3 or 4 states that he
Yeah.
was going to be.
somebody like I'm not gonna hate on him because he kind of like you do have to like sometimes like team up with like a bigger dog at some point.
Right.
So but like they have like they'll put like a face like somebody like a burner, like I know he partnered up with people like he don't get me wrong, dude. That guy's a workhorse and he created his brand and he's But to like expand, you need those people that have that influence in those other states, and you need that big money, that $1 billion.
Still, though, I don't know, yo.
Like, you
Did
gotta
he
do
coming
it.
to sleep in, yo? He was waiting in the wings, yo.
I don't fucking want him to. I heard about him
trying to
fucking
vulture that shit, yo.
Well, I heard about him a while ago, though. There was no news about him for a minute about him trying to like be in the game. And I was just like, well, whatever, fuck it. And then all of a sudden today, I came across that on the blacklist. I was like, fuck, thank God. Legacy for life, dog.
Legacy for life, yo.
Those OGs, dude. If you haven't been in the game for a minute, dude, I don't even want to talk to you. 30 years or more. 30 years or more, dog.
30 years or more,
Yeah,
yo.
dog,
That's
for sure.
that's definitely some G shit, bro.
Yeah. They're the only ones that got the knowledge. Dog.
That's it, yo. 2B Blood Podcast. We're gonna take a quick break. See, he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It would have been huge. It would have been huge. He would have been one of the richest, it said.
Yeah.
One of the richest, yo. Anyways, we come back. Comedian Brian Jeffery. It's 2B Blood.
Hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to. Like, hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to.
I'ma rip this, yep, bar, that's a fact. Verse ad libs, yep, that's a rap. And if you hear HT, yep, hands and clap. Cadillac smack, eyes jack from cataracts. Verse for verse, trick rap for rap. I rip the shit swift when I plan attacks. And if you don't want beef, tell your man get back. Better yet, best bet tell your man's relax. Cause I got a loose temper and a Mac to match. You ain't want war, but you asked for that. I had you tripping, I'm addicted, call me acid crack. You collab with HT, you got a classic track. I ain't full of myself, but a fact's a fact. And if you whack, you whack, ain't no passing that. If your head jack, when I go to pass you black and bow down, boy, like your motherfucking master back. I'm wrong.
Hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to. Like, hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to.
It's that white boy with the stone and flow. And if you doubt me, you can learn from a pro. So you should step back, go and take you some notes on how this trippy motherfucker stay running the show. I'm the get high rapper, blood's no rapper. See me in the streets, I'm the trap star cracker. Taking easy money, slinging everything you're after. Live a legend in my tally, calling me the master. You got weed, go roll it up. Got that lean, get a double cup. Rockstar life, yes, they turned up. Up all night, never go sober up. Yes, sir, you can ask the team, and they gon' tell you that I'm about the green. I'm coming straight for you like a laser beam. There ain't no holding me back, man, I'm just living the dream. Like,
hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to. Like, hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to.
Let me do this. Trust little homie, I do this. Pop that thing, girl, move it. It's so juicy. From the back up and down, twerk that booty. Can it make it rain? Spend a little bit of change, get all up in your brain. Tell your girls how I came. You's a college student, acting real prudent. See my eyes, now you acting like a groupie. Veteran hoe, show you how to work a pole. Drop it down, get low. To the music, dip flow. Got a sick flow. $5 rap flow with the work presto. Cause you ever cast no. Still fuck a last bow. To the dance though. With the ass and chest though. Have a bring it back though. I'ma rip it like I'm supposed to. See me going postal. Do it by coastal. I don't make a postal.
Hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to. Like, hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to. Like, hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to. Like, hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to. Like, hey, now we gon' get it like right down. Get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to. Like, hey, now we gon' get it like breakdown. get done with it, you know that you gonna rip it like you supposed to.
The laughs are non-stop. It's To Be Blunt with Peezy.
To be blunt. Man, you look lit, bro.
What?
Damn, yo.
You know, it's funny, dude, because I was always known as the guy that, like in pictures, my eyes always look closed.
Yo, me too.
And like one day, like we took a picture and like somebody just like pointed out, they're like, I'm just shocked at how open his eyes are. And like, so like after that, I started taking pictures of me like, try to be as wide-eyed as I possibly can.
Mad awkward, yo.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it never works. It never works. Ever.
Oh, man. But let's get right into it.
Yes, sir.
We got the main event coming up right now. It's going down. This man is funny as fuck, yo.
Dude, he's been, I don't know. I think I started following him. He followed me back, and his shit is hilarious, dude.
Fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Was killing it on social media. Now taking his shows on the road, doing stand-up comedy in front of fucking people, audiences.
No, that dude got some balls.
That's some
some
shit,
balls.
yo. That's what I mean.
That's
Let's
balls.
bring my man in. You might know him. IG, it's me, Brian Comedy. Let's bring him right
Jeffrey.
in. What's up?
What up?
Brother.
Hey, I brought some bananas for the after party. If you guys, I don't know if you guys know anything about shooting bananas out of anything, but I brought some with us. If you guys, no Lizzo fans.
Bro, I'm just saying, dude. What do you do in that situation? What is your take? What do? You Do you run away or do you get down there? Hands behind your back, on your knees, and say shoot them?
I'm fairly confident I would just squish the banana. I don't know how impressive I would be with launching them anywhere. But I mean, I heard them saying that like you would get better opportunities or like you'd be less likely to get laid off if you were to go. Because I'm probably just not gonna go, dude. I'm old. I'm like, all right, I'm going home.
Like, I bet it was like how many bananas you catch. Whoever wins, whoever catches the more bananas with their mouth. Like it's like bobbing for bananas. But they're gonna just launch it.
If we're catching bananas, then I'm good. I'm cool for catching. It's the shooting that I don't think I'm.
Yeah, well, the shooting, yeah, no, I ain't
But
shooting.
are you gonna catch it with your mouth?
Dude, I mean, you catch how you catch, baby.
There's a job on the line. There's a job on the line.
When I
I'm on
hear
the line here. I got mouths to feed.
That's what. Thank you.
When I hear that story in my mind, it's they catch them with their mouths.
You know, the
why
thing-
else would you catch it with?
You know what, Peezy? You're going to Vegas with me. And if we come across something like this, we are doing this. And I'm gonna be like, yo, this is it. We're in it now, bro. Bonding experience.
You ever seen the video? Y'all ever seen the
turning
video
back,
of the dogs catching the hot dogs in slow motion? You ever seen that shit?
Yeah.
That's what that scene would look like. Okay?
Where it's just hitting us in the
Everyone's just getting smacked in the face, yo.
That's great content.
Yo, that's great content.
Are you kidding me?
If we just recreate that whole scene, the three of us, like that would be great.
We're going to Vegas in November, and I'm gonna fucking like Google where this strip club was. Banana strip club.
Where you think Lizzo's hanging out with in Vegas? What hotel's got to be?
I don't know.
Any of them.
Any of
It
them.
doesn't matter. It's Vegas.
I've only been to Vegas once, yo.
On
and
the
I really
strip, it doesn't matter.
The most important thing is this club, because
Yeah.
I like a good banana smoothie every
But-
once in a while.
Dude, I don't
Yellow
think
peel.
it's probably whole banana.
It
ain't
probably
smoothie.
gets a little warm, so it's like a warm banana.
like
Like
almost like
slapping you in your face, so it like kind of leaves a mark when you
a banana. Maybe you got like banana. It's like a banana
Grease.
Foster. You know what I mean?
Grease, yeah.
Oh, banana Foster.
Well, because of the chocolate. That's where the Foster comes in, because of the chocolate.
If they're freaking launching them
You
out.
know, hey, that's where the Foster. That's where it
If
happens.
you get an ass shot, it's double the bonus at the end.
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, when you got mouths to feed at home, how big of a deal is it to catch a few bananas? You know what I'm saying? You're like,
Get a little drunk. Take some type of drugs.
Some people might, feel like that they're too good to do that. It's almost
one deal with the
I don't
kids.
think
when
anybody
you
is.
get forced into doing something you don't want to do, that becomes a harassment. But why the question
That's
the question lies in, Why did they not want to do it?
Why did they not want it? Right? Yeah. Like, why did they say no?
Am I right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they see the opportunities that were in front of them?
I'm tired. Me personally, I would just be tired from dancing all day. So I would be like, hey, I'm 40. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Have fun with your band.
Go to bed.
Yeah. I'm tired.
You guys know you gotta stay with us.
Bring one back to the hotel for me. I'm gonna want to stay.
Yeah. Tell you what, you guys FaceTime me. I'll watch it from the hotel. I'll watch it from my room at the hotel.
FaceTime, and
yeah.
There's AI.
Sure, but if Lizzo tells you have to come or you're gonna get fired.
I mean,
that's a tough call for the wife, right? Hey, babe. I got this banana.
I don't know. Then you go. Like, you suck it up. You just gotta go. Like, I don't know.
This is all your fault because you started the shit with the bananas, bro. We should have left that back 20 minutes ago. Now here we are.
Dude. No.
The after party is gonna be wild. You guys should come with us.
I want a banana cream pie.
Goodness. Okay. All right. Now that's enough of that.
I set myself up for that one. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. You guys are from that diamond pre-roll. That diamond pre-roll's got you all messed up in there.
It does, dude. It's okay, though. I mean, we're drinking wine, too. I always bring a bottle on. Well, I tried to.
We got a little vino here.
I don't even know what it's from. It's from Italy.
It's from Italy.
It really is.
Right in that. It was brought over.
We can't even read the words, dude. I'm not even going to try to. Like, we don't even, we're like, yeah.
We had to get a special bottle opener for it. We had to get a European bottle opener. The American ones wouldn't even pop it.
Oh, shit. My lady was out in Italy, dude. She took a wine tour, and it was the only way to get that wine to America. You have to be at that vineyard. They wouldn't, like, there's no website. I was like, all right, that's exclusive. I'll take 6-pack.
I'll take a 6-pack.
and here you are getting stoned and drinking it at the studio without her.
No, we had a bottle the other night when she cooked for me. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Got that little romance.
There we go. All right. Well, we're back on track then. Okay.
Romance is tough when you got to, bounce the feet too. So,
dude.
You know what I'm talking about.
You got to go out catching bananas.
Yeah, that's what the bananas are
Side
for.
gig banana catchers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Got Sunday dippins. That's what my morning. Sunday dippins. Lock the door. Sunday morning. Lock the door.
Sunday dippins.
I like that one.
I like that, yo.
It's quick, but it's fun.
It's like dipping dots.
It's a block. You're like,
boop, 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 and done. All right, yeah. Open the door. All right, you good, kids.
Yeah.
Right now,
for breakfast.
Get it yourself.
There's nothing wrong with that. As far as I'm concerned, especially when you got little ones, it's kind of it's all you got time for.
You got a bloppity blue. Yeah, you're just sitting there watching this little kid be like wobbly head, and you're like, well, he's sleeping. What do we do now?
I don't know. Let me start off by saying,
I
heard it was your birthday over the weekend, or most recently, yo.
Not last week, a couple weekends ago. Yeah, the 21st of July.
Oh,
turned
man.
40.
Happy belated turned 40.
Shit, dude.
God damn. So let me ask you this question right off the rip, yo. Being 40, do people ever look at you and go, why are you still making them videos online, yo? Because I feel like I get that shit, it happens to me,
I mean, I just feel like it's like, you know what I mean? It's you guys like, it's a job, right? Like, you know what I mean? You got to keep up with it.
Oh, no, I hear you.
Get it. Like, we have to post things,
Yeah, but listen, age, got a family, everything, and you still find time to make content. That shit's hard, bro.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I think it depends on the person. Like there's definitely a demographic of people that are like, really, you make TikToks, you make little internet videos.
You always have that.
Always, but then in that situation, I feel like because I'm not a very braggish person. I'm pretty chill when it comes to that. But in that situation, man, I'm like, all right, dude, well, you kind of pulled the cord. You kind of dropped a quarter in. So I'm like, well, I've got this many followers and, I'm working with these companies and this and that. And they're kind of like, they kind of take a step back. And I'm like, and I do stand-up. So I do live performances as well. So I'm kind of tying it. And they're like, okay. So
you like branded yourself. So like you could like make a living. And people, when they don't see that, when they don't know that, they just think you're just making a video. You're like, no, this is part of marketing. This is what you for any company. If I had a restaurant, I'd be doing some type of content or something. Right? It's just like you got free commercials. And
it technically is free commercials.
I mean, it has to be tough trying to be as creative. I mean, you do pump shit out, to stay that creative mindset. But then again, he's a stoner, so it's like for us, we're like, I guess it's not that hard to believe.
I don't know to make because your shit is so quality, bro. To make the way you take these sounds, bro, and twist them to work in, the stoner niche is fucking crazy. It doesn't matter what the sound is, you just make it fucking work, yo.
I try, man. Yeah, that's I mean, I started, so I did improv for like maybe 5, 6, 10 years, something like that before the pandemic.
Is improv like a big stoner community?
No, not really. It's more like a theater. It's more like in my area, it's more of like a theater community.
Where are you located?
I'm in Bellingham, Washington.
All right.
Washington State.
So it's like more theater.
Yeah, I would always would have thought improv would have just been a bunch of stoner.
Yeah,
people,
I think it'd be stoners, a couple drunks.
Yeah, like I would love to do that shit.
Yeah, it'd be like,
dude, I'm like the only stoner in the improv and the stand-up game. Like, there's a couple of them.
No way.
I'm telling you, dude, it's so weird. I just roll up.
Washington, y'all got weed plentiful.
I know, it doesn't make any sense. I'm like just getting high before the shows, just blasting it off, and I'm chill. I'm offering it to everybody, and nah, man, I'm cool. I'm going up in a minute. I'm cool. I'm like, I'm going up in a minute too, man. I'm trying to.
Man, I would freaking be like smoking on. I would immediately get on stage and start smoking,
just ripping your.
And then I'll be like, well, what the fuck are we talking about? Like,
No,
I mean, as far as like your stand-up game, do you go in there with like, okay, this is kind of like my set, set shit I'm gonna go with. Maybe it's a topic.
Jokes. Oh yeah, he's got the notepad right there.
And then you just kind of feed off the crowd and then go into like, crowd work where you start talking shit, roasting them and stuff.
Yeah, so I've been doing stand-up now pretty consistently for about almost a year. And I've kind of worked into a rhythm that I like for my performance. And I kind of like to thank everybody, thank the host, thank the location, whatever. And then I like to ask if everybody's happy. And then I'll kind of just bounce around and ask what's making people happy. And that just alone is a pretty fun question, And
you ask me, I would say bananas right now.
Yeah. I said, I mean, we ain't going back. You're going to get me caught back up in the lizard. You ain't pulling me back down that road.
The weed's making me very happy.
Yeah. And a lot of times people say weed and stuff like that. So just depending on what they say, sometimes I'll go maybe into a written joke. Sometimes that'll trigger something in my mind and I'll tell a story and try to punch it up a little bit, but then I'll kind of go into some written stuff and then, jump back to crowd work. And I don't know. I like crowd work though. I'm not a big fan of writing jokes. I'd rather just talk shit to people.
Did you ever go out there and just wing it?
I did last Monday. Yeah. I actually,
you went full improv.
For the most part. Yeah. I actually did the week before too. I told a story about doing mushrooms on a hike with my wife, and my wife doesn't do drugs or smoke weed or anything. And I'm back in the back.
How the fuck does that work?
I'm back there tripping balls on this hike. Like, hey, something happens, you're fucked, lady. But
how does that work?
I mean, she sees my love for them, and they help me, and I'm successful, and
you're a grinder. You're out there working. So it's like,
it's grown. I mean, this wasn't like when we first got together, I wasn't like a long-haired stoner, smoke all day, every day. Like it's progressed to that. But with that progression,
you became like, you got infused with the culture.
Yeah. And exactly with that progression of that came the progression of, doing stand-up and doing podcasts and, all kinds of things. So it's, it's good. It's bad. It's good. It's good and bad.
Do you have a special place at home where you smoke?
I'm in it, baby.
Tell me what we got here. Where we at? Because people who are in relationships with significant others who don't partake, I always wonder because everyone's got a spot. Is your lady smoke? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all right. I was going to say.
Yeah. I don't know if I could. Maybe we might be able to get you over there. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can do it. But I've got a little spot in the garage that I've got like a neon light that my ring light's clipped to so I can make content. And I put a cork board down so it's kind of softer, like a mood mat kind of deal. And I've got like a little spot where I smoke and create and write, and this is like my sit down. I'm on a desk right now in the garage also. I spend a lot of time in the garage.
Hell yeah, the garage. You got all these different rooms in there.
I spend a lot of time in the garage.
Nobody parks in the garage.
No, there ain't no parking. This is
shit in my house, yo. Nobody parks in my garage either. We use that shit for all kinds of shit. Yo.
Yeah, I call it IMB Studios. It's me, Brian Studios. This is we got the green screens up.
And, tax write-off.
Yeah, I know, right? I need to IMB Studios up in here.
I bet he could, dude. I really think he could.
LLC that shit with Mark Cuban for free.
I use my flights, dude. My flights.
That's what I need to figure out, man. I need to learn all that stuff.
Dude,
any travel you do with your stand up or anything like that, dude, any gas or anything, dude, tax write off for your business.
Total tax write off.
Yeah. See, I gotta get
same thing for the podcast.
Dude, every fucking thing I
do it every year.
Yeah.
We're technically the production company, so
yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. It's been cool. Like she sees how happy it makes me and the success and stuff like that. So she's
do your kids know you smoke?
My son's 6, my daughter's 10. My son probably not. My daughter, honestly, probably not either. She still believes in Santa Claus, so I feel like she probably
you're stitle good for now.
Yeah. I mean, she knows.
People say though, so to them it's gonna be like beer, you know.
Yeah, but still, it's still your kid. Sometimes you don't really, you don't really want to.
This is what I think it's gonna be. So this is how I found out that my parents smoked weed. I had some older kids in the neighborhood that I grew up in Alaska. So I got some older kids.
Alaska, bro.
Dude, I just went I went out there in
your house.
And I was selling weed. I went out there to sell weed. Like,
Alaska. He was just there, literally.
Just there.
Oh shit, yeah, dude.
We were at a tattoo convention just selling.
What part of Alaska were you from?
I'm from Anchorage.
Oh,
nice.
There you go.
That's where we were at.
Shit,
they did a tattoo convention up there, and my buddy went up there. He's like, "You want to come?"
Larry David tattoo? Was it something like that? I can't remember dude's name.
This dude is Goon. That I went, but it was like, if you went in, I don't know. There were some locals there, but those people are weird. The Alaskan people are a little strange, man. You guys are weird.
They don't get enough sunshine. That's what happens when you don't get enough sunshine. You get a little weird. Everyone's real chill in the summer, but it's kind of melding right now. But yeah, so we were sledding. Me and these older dudes were sledding, and they were smoking weed, and I was like, "Nah, I'm cool. I don't want any." And they were like, "Well, we're gonna blow it in your face." And I was like, all right, whatever. So they blew it in my face, and I was like, and the light bulb kind of like, I was like, wait a minute, what is this again? And they were like, oh, this is weed. And I was like, and I didn't say it, but in my mind, I'm like, I think my parents smoked this shit. And I'm not even playing, dude. I went home from sledding, because you got to go home eventually.
Right.
I go home, open the door, and I was like, whoosh, this just big waft of smoke. And I was like, yup, these fools. And my parents actually told me, that was like 7th grade. My parents actually told me when I was a senior, and I was like, yeah, I know. Like I've known for years. And they're like, what? How did you know? And I'm like, dude, I know what it smells like. So
that's so funny.
Them blowing it in your face just triggered everything. You knew right away.
Literally, I can remember the moment so well of being like a dog hearing a weird sound. You're like, yeah.
I remember seeing when I was a kid roll a joint, and I told my mom that he was taking weed. I was like, yeah, he was taking the ash and out of the tobacco, out of the ashtray, and putting it in a piece of paper and rolling it up. And I was just like, no, he had a grinder. It wasn't an ashtray. And it was a rolling paper, and he was rolling a joint and went outside and smoked it. I was like, yeah,
it's funny how your memory kind of shifts and melds. And
that's speaking of which, being the stoner that you are, and knowing that, obviously before you get on stage, you be smoking, like, did you ever worry that you're going to forget your shit up there? Because being a performer myself, bro, I used to have to go up on stage and do, 10, 15 minute sets, whatever. And I'd always be like, fuck, I'm going to forget all my words, It's like my biggest fucking fear ever.
Yeah. Well, so like a lot of time, like I would say half of my sets usually are just me making stuff up anyway. So I don't have to sweat that too much. Like I was saying earlier, I did a set on this last Monday. I didn't even want to go because I didn't have anything that I wanted to tell. I hadn't had any new jokes or anything. But I was like, whatever. I gotta stay in rhythm, right? You gotta go even when you don't want to go. Gotta do that little extra, you know what I'm saying? And so I show up and I put a set together, and I'm talking to one of the other comedians who I really look up to. and he was like, yo, he's like, you know, these spots are great because this show that was really small, like there's like 8-12 people in the audience, super small audience. And he's like, these are dope shows because you can work on stuff. Like it's just us, like a few people, and then the other comics. So if something's funny and the comics laugh at it, you know it's actually funny. And so I was like, man, this motherfucker, dude. So I scrapped the set that I was going to do, wrote a new 5 minutes in 5 minutes, and then performed it 5 minutes later.
The 5-5-5 deal.
Yeah, we did 5 for 5 for 5.
Deal, dog.
Yeah.
Fucks with it.
That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, so I was pretty.
You need a coin, dog. 5-5.
You should put that on shirt, yo.
Yep.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked, and that was one of the last clips that I posted. Was me talking to that dude about the mushrooms, and just like,
that shit was fucking funny.
Yeah, that was funny. I was like, no way, he does stand up, because I didn't know at the time that you did.
Oh.
I was like, oh, yes.
Well, how'd you transition from, you know, doing online shit to doing stand up on stage again?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, man. Like, I mean, before the pandemic, I did a lot of improv and a lot of stage stuff with that. And I would wait tables. I waited tables too as a side job. And then the pandemic hit, and I was just like, man, I needed attention, right? I needed people laughing at me. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll start making TikToks. And then I just decided to like buckle down on weed stuff. So that worked out. And then I had another homie that actually started doing Zoom open mics that you would do. That's why I have this mic, because I would do an open mic stand up on Zoom in my fucking bedroom, and like every week. And so I got like a little bit of confidence from that. And then when the world started opening up, it was like, it was real scary. And but I don't know, man. I got some new role models, and I don't know, dude. You just like, you start getting old and you're like, fuck it, dude. I got to follow these dreams. Like, enough worrying about what other people think, man. I got to worry about what I got to think. And
I think you just got to fucking always, bro, like, fuck it. Take a risk. Take a fucking risk.
That's what we doing out here. Same shit.
Risk, dude. I fucking risk everything. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, you could always chase a dream, dude, and you might not necessarily reach that dream, but you'll reach a vision that becomes clear.
But at least you could say you took a shot at it too. Because that's one thing that was eating me up, was wanting to do stand up and not doing it, and writing jokes but not doing anything with them.
Yeah.
And it was like eventually it just like in my brain it was like, dude, like, what are we doing? Let's do it. And then it's a pretty supportive community, man. Because I'm somewhat naturally funny, so I kind of have like I don't like, when things don't go my way, I don't get small. I generally get bigger. And so that's to my advantage. So, but my writing's terrible right now. Like, I suck at writing jokes, but I'm, you know.
You're fucking going and doing it,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly,
Like, each show you're probably getting better, dude. You're probably shitting your pants your first one or something, you know, and you're like, wow, that was fucking awesome. Like,
yeah. And I'm taking steps too. Like each show, like that last show, I wrote 5 minutes in 5 minutes and then performed it 5 minutes later.
5.
I produced a show on my 40th birthday and hosted it. So that was
that's exciting.
I never hosted
that's good. That's what's up, bro.
That's
what's up, man. The hustle. That. Yeah, I just know something about like comedians, dude, just hearing their stories, and then seeing their progression for some of these people that are bigger now. Their grind is just like any starving artist, like out there, like very minimum pay, very small clubs, but they're fucking out there grinding.
That's how entertainment is,
dude. Like, and they're fucking the comedian thing, dude. But it's just like you're basing your next pay off of what this crowd is even giving you. You know what I mean? If you can't make these, if you don't have people like, you know, laughing and giggling, dude, like, you know, and I mean, thank God for social network now, you know what I mean? Like I said, you know, like builds people being like, let me go check this dude, like, you know, looking hilarious.
And that's kind of the game too. Like I know a few people, I know a few relatively large comics, and that's kind of what the advice that I've got from them is like, do your live shows, stay consistent with your live shows, but also like, if you can get a good social media presence, you can get booked, even if people don't know who you are based on just your followers and your social media presence. So like, okay.
Get it, bro. That grind, bro. That hustle. I respect the fuck out of you.
It's crazy because that's all it takes sometimes. You know, you get enough followers on social media, like opportunities open up.
They truly do. Yeah.
People look at it
consistency, like just being consistent, giving the consistent product that fits a niche.
Yeah, it goes back to like branding yourself and realizing that you could be the brand, and it doesn't have to. You don't have to necessarily be like working for somebody, and you're working for yourself. You know, you're building your own brand. You know what I mean? For you to, you know, Brian Jeffery, the guy who smokes Jeffries and eats bananas.
Smoking Jeffries.
Banana man.
Bro, how long you been smoking for? Oh wow! Look at that face.
The older we get, the more those faces become like more and more people do that.
I don't know.
That's like the face, isn't it?
I don't even know, dog. I mean, every day, all day for a good decade or so, something like that. And you know, I took maybe a couple days off here and there to like a vacation, but I've lived in Washington since 2008. Every day since then.
So you're a late bloomer then?
No, I mean, I smoked weed in Alaska, but it was harder to get there. It was a lot harder. It was a lot harder. Like when I moved here, it was pretty easy to get, and then it went recreational, and then it's super easy to get. And now, I mean, I bud tend now. I gave up waiting tables, and I bud tend as a side job now.
You're a fucking bud tender too, bro? That's awesome.
Come on,
what
dog.
a fucking life, dog. Oh, yo, this guy living it, yo.
Yeah, man.
Bud tender by day, comedian by night, yo.
Yep.
Skipper by Sunday.
That's a part-time. I got a full-time job too. I got to go back to my full-time job after this.
A full-time job, yo. What else you do?
I work at a financial institution.
Wow.
You're in finance, bro. Get him fuck out of here. But you're a banana catching financer.
Dude, we're just out here, baby. We got mouths to feed. Lizzo won't pay me for the banana thing, so I got to feed those kids somewhere.
She's like, she gave you 0, and you're like, I got half of each. You were showing them to the left. It was wide left.
You are grinding.
Grinding.
Yeah, I got one last thing I want to ask you though before I let you go. I know it's already you pooping 7 o'clock. No.
Oh, I'm doing
No. But tell like I want to hear about the first time you ever smoked weed.
Oh, the first time I ever smoked weed was so much fun.
Oh, let's hear about this.
It was so fun. So let's see. That's circa. Oh, I was going into 9th grade. So eighth grade, just finished 8th grade, going into 9th grade. And at that point, I was against drugs and alcohol. I skateboarded. I grew up skateboarding. I was a big skater. I still skateboard now. I'm stuck at it now, but it's still fun. But so I was hanging out with my buddy. We were going to go I actually grew up in Eagle River, and we were going to go to Anchorage to skateboard, which was like 30-minute bus ride or whatever. But we were getting a ride that day. We were stoked on that. And we were getting a ride from my homie's cousin. And he was like, hey, I'm not going to give you guys a ride unless you fucking smoke some weed first.
That's a Dazed and Confused type shit.
I love
that. It's fucked up. Like when you look back on it, it was a fucked up scenario.
Peer pressure.
Yeah. So, but my buddy had already smoked weed.
I've always cracked under peer pressure.
Yeah. My homie had already smoked weed, and it was his uncle or whatever. Cousin, uncle, it was a relative. But he had already smoked weed with him. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But for me, I was like, oh, I was super fucking scared. But I remember it was like the screw together metal pipe, and they had the toilet paper. Yeah, it had the toilet paper roll with the Downy sheet stuffed in there. So the smell, dude, I took a big old rip and blew it out and just started coughing so hard. And they're like, man, blow it out the tube. Blow it through the tube. And so I'm trying to blow it through this tube, and I'm drooling in the tube. And now the tube's all fucking wet and shit. And they were like, man, what the fuck, dog? Like, what the fuck? They're just like, they're in their 20s. They're in their 20s. I'm like 12.
A rookie.
They're fucking older dudes. Like, they can buy alcohol and shit. I'm like, can't even have my learner's permit. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, they're just pitching me shit and whatever. But, dude, I got so fucking high. And I remember just going to, like, they dropped us off, and we just were skating. And I remember just being like, laughing and smiling, and it was just like such a sunny day, and like it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. But I remember being like, what the fuck, I gotta smoke weed? Okay, it's gonna be fine. Like my parents do it all the time.
Hell yeah, yo. That's a great story for your first time.
Yeah, it was good.
Everybody's first time is always an adventure.
Yeah. It's always something crazy.
And then you're like, I saw the light.
Right. I always hear so many people say they don't get high, but I fucking
I don't believe that. I got fucking
lit.
hard.
I got lit too.
I ran. I left where I was and I took off. and then I called like the neighbor to come pick me up. He was like this 40-year-old dude that used to buy me cigarettes. I was like 13.
God damn you.
And I was like, I need you to pick me up and bring me home and not let my mom know what happened.
Don't tell my mom.
I was with my sister. That's the worst part. She did nothing for me.
Yeah, man.
Brian, you got any shows coming up you want to promote, bro?
What am I doing? Nah, I don't think so. I mean, just live shows here in Bellingham, Boots on Monday, and I'm hosting a Menace Brewery show on Thursday. So if you're in Bellingham and around, check out Menace Brewery, man. I'm hosting the show. There's always it's like 15 comics, so I'll be up on stage a lot.
Wow. That's
Hell bro.
Sick,
Let's go, dude.
That's what it is. Make sure you guys check him out to find out more. Follow him on Instagram at itsmebrian.comedy.
Yo, pleasure meeting you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Appreciate you
Thanks
guys,
for your
man.
time. Much love, peace, and love. We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later.
Peace.
Another
That
one.
That dude was cool. That dude was
Yeah.
really cool. I really liked him.
Yeah.
I felt like he was one of us.
Yeah.
I feel like he needs to come to Vegas
I know.
so we can do this.
We're doing a
banana
podcast from Inside BizCon.
thing. And we're like, listen, we're all going out for some bananas later.
Yes.
I'm going to find it. You don't think I'm going to find it?
It's going to happen.
Sorry.
I already know.
Sorry to your wife. My lady's going to be there, so she's going to have to accept it. She's not down there with me. Knees, hands behind the back, catching these bananas. And she ain't a ride or die. That's it. It's out
And
there.
that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Get down or lay down. We're 10 toes down around here.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 toes down. Yeah. Make sure you guys follow us on social media at 2B Blunt Podcast. That's the number 2, BABLUNT Podcast. You already know the deal. Subscribe, do all that shit you got to do. We're on all platforms at 2B Blunt Podcast. Yes, sir. And of course, the website, www.2bbluntpodcast.com. From the man, the myth, the legend himself, Chef Goof, and myself.
Hey, adios, amigo. I'm going to watch some football. Preseason starts tonight.
That's right. He's going to go find a bar. He's going to go
bar.
find some beer. He's going to smoke some bud.
Gonna
And
watch
we will
it.
be back.
America!
America! Same weed time. Same weed channel.